What's going on, YouTube? It's the advice slanger. What you slanging? Hey, what you slang gonna come back to you. So today is WorryLESS Wednesday. Well, maybe not today, but yesterday was. But today we're posting it, right? And today we're gonna talk about don't worry about your future. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Many people are so worried about, oh, what's my future gonna be like? Oh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Here's the first thing, number one. You don't even know if you're gonna live to be there. I'm not saying, oh, you're going to die tomorrow, because I don't want nobody to be thinking I'm saying that. But you don't even know if you're going to live to be that far or to get that far. You know what I'm saying? Anything could happen, So that's the first thing why you shouldn't be worried about it, is because you may not get there anyway, right? Also, when it comes to looking at your future, if you continue, if you have a goal, right, and you have a template of where you're trying to go and what you're trying to do, you're not going to worry about what's going to happen when you get there. Or you're not going to worry about how you need to get there. Or you're not going to worry about what it's going to be like when you get there. You won't have to worry about that. If you do enough research, plan enough, trust yourself enough, you won't be worried about when you get there. You'll be excited. So you should be excited for your future if you're doing what you're supposed to do right now. If you're doing what you're supposed to do right now, you should be excited for your future. You shouldn't be worried about, oh, okay, well, what am I going to do? Where am I going to work? Where am I going to live? Who am I going to be with? When am I going to get married? How many kids I'm going to have? What about a dog? Am I going to have a big backyard? People love to worry about that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, that stuff doesn't matter. What matters is right now, because what you do today will determine if you ever get to where it is that you're trying to get to. What you do today will determine if you're going to get wherever it is you're trying to go. If you don't take care of business now, you're never going to get to that nice car that you want, that nice house, that dream job. The dog with the white picket fence. Like you're never going to get to that dream that you want if you don't take care of business today. So if you start focusing on today, man, one day you'll look up and you'll be like, man, I done made it. I done made it. What can I make it at next? Which is, should be the next step. The next step should be, what can I do next? But you got to get to now before you can get to next. You got to get to here before you can get to next. A lot of people are so worried about next, they miss over here. It's like life's kind of like a video game to a degree. And I think I've said this before, but I'm not sure. But I'll give an example on here. I'll use the same example just for those who may have missed it. Let's say, let's say you're playing a video game, right? And you need certain things. Let's say you get to the boss level, right? Let me say this. You get to the boss level, right? And you're like, oh man, okay, I'm gonna fight this boss. It's gonna say not ready. Go back and get whatever. You can push past and do it anyway, but you still needed that stuff. So it's gonna be much harder. Sometimes you can't even get past it without going back. So now you gotta go way back in the game just to get something that you should have gotten from the jump. This is why you take care of business now and stop worrying about what's going to be next. Okay? Stop worrying about what's going to be next. Right? So think about what can you do today that can put you in that situation, that you want to be in down the road. I'll say something else, right? Here's something else that I just thought of, and I'm going to add in. Let's say, right, you ever have those people that they look up and they're like, man, I don't know how I got this big. I don't know how I got this big. They just look up and I don't know how I got this big. Well, you eating a certain thing every day, or certain things or whatever every day. When you look up, you're like, man, I ain't realize I got this big, right? Because that's something that just happens. It almost sneaks up on you, and then you just look up like, man, I didn't know how this happened. And just like if you work out every day, you look down like, man, I didn't even know I had abs like that. Until you take the time to appreciate it. You take the time to appreciate. That's why you should take the time to appreciate and love yourself and do what it is that you need to do to love yourself, so you can be appreciative of the things that you need to be appreciative of. But, people look down and they're like, man, I didn't know I got this big. It's the same thing with success. So you have to do what you need to do every single day to get to that point where you're trying to get to. And one day you're going to look up and you're going to be like, man, I didn't even know I got there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know I got here. Well, no, I'm not. Okay, you won't say that you didn't know you got there. But you'll say, man, look how I done made it. Look at the life I done made for myself. And you'll be able to look back and be like, man, all those days of doing this and this and this, all this stuff I didn't want to do, now look at me. You know, but you'll never be able to get there. You'll never be able to get to where you need to go if you don't take care of the business you need to take care of now. Start taking care of the business you need to take care of now, and man, you will get there probably sooner than you anticipated. Probably sooner than you anticipated. You know, I was looking on Instagram today, right? And I seen this thing about these millionaires to billionaires. When people became millionaires, what age? And when people became billionaires, what age? If you ask them, man, when do you think you're gonna be a millionaire? I guarantee you, they probably wouldn't be able to give you no age. Like I'm pretty sure. I won't say guarantee because I haven't talked to any of them, but most of them probably will not be able to give you an age. Like, okay, by 27, I'm gonna be a millionaire. By 38, I'm gonna be a billionaire. Like, no, they can probably kind of plan it out and give an estimate as to when, but you don't know what's gonna happen. How they got to be a millionaire or billionaire, they'll say, man, I wasn't worried about that. I just kept going. And then boom, when it happened. They probably don't even care about those type of stats. They probably don't, because they weren't focused on what the future held. They were focused on handling the business now to get to the future that they needed to get to, or that they were trying to get to. Okay? So you guys stop worrying about what the future's gonna hold. Stop worrying about, oh, what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Where am I gonna sleep? Where am I gonna eat and all that? Worry about what's affecting your life right now. Because what you do today will determine what's gonna happen down the road. Or not what's gonna happen. What you do today will determine the situation you'll be in, right, down the road, as far as your future and success is concerned. Okay? Now, there are things that do happen on the road, along the road. Let me just say that, because people don't understand that. There are things that happen along the road. Some people, they lose limbs. Some people, they have mental breakdowns and things like that, right? But if you always learn and always on the mission to love yourself, right, you'll always be in the tip-top mindset, even no matter what life throws at you, because life does have its, have its ups and downs. And some people's, when they're low, some people's low points are very low. So just like some people's high points are very high. But what you do today will determine what kind of mindset, physical body, what kind of situation you're going to be in. Things that are within your control. What you do today will determine what's going to happen down the road. How you going to be down the road. Where you going to live down the road. Things that are within your control. So, really, you guys, stop worrying about what the future's going to hold. Focus on today. Be in the present moment. That's one of the key things about meditation, is that you learn to live in the present moment. You learn to live in the moment. You don't sit there and worry about what's going to happen, what you got to do in the next 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, hour, a couple hours. You don't sit there and worry about that. You sit there and engulf yourself into the present moment. That's the beautiful thing about meditation. And practicing meditation will transfer those skills, that skill right there, which a lot of people don't have. It transfers over into other things, and you'll focus on the now. And when you focus on the now, then you'll start to appreciate, and you'll start to handle the things that you need to do right now that will help you down in the future. You'll think, man, what do I need to do right now to get me to where I need to go? Okay, well, I'm gonna focus on doing that every day. Every day you'll be able to sit down like, okay, man, let's handle this. Let's do this right here, so that way we can get to where I'm trying to go. So, sorry I missed the video yesterday, y'all, but it's up. It's gonna be up today. Listen, I love y'all. So the next one, Thankful Thursday. Mosquito boy trying to get me. But still, Thankful Thursday is coming up next. So y'all can, watch both. My Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat will be down here at the bottom or in the description box below. I love y'all. I really do, and I really want to see everybody do good. Because remember, if you love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, it's impossible to love anybody else. So, y'all stay up, stay well, stay blessed. Stay Vice Slinger, out.
Big Steve on the track with another banger. They say I'm the GOAT, the advice slinger. There's a lot of temptation, but I know it's danger. Inspiration from the king, he started in a manger.